Coming up on Chris 6 Sunrise, Corpus Christi police are investigating a shooting outside La Palmera Mall. We have all the details.
And here's a look at what other stories we're covering in your neighborhood.
I'm Suzanne Stevens. A critical water decision on hold, but has the outcome already been decided?
The do's and don'ts ahead of this weekend. I'm Michaela Chavez, your Sunrise Neighborhood News reporter in Portland. If you're planning on hitting up some stores this weekend, I'll break down what items you could be saving money on.
Good morning, folks. Happy Friday and welcome to Chris 6 Sunrise. You're waking up with the Hoffmans. I'm Michelle Hoffman.
And I'm Brian Hoffman. It is a Friday. Proud of you for making it through the week. Proud of you as well. And Miss Julie Quady, always proud of you too. But now that I've buttered you up, can you give us some good weather?
I can give you weather that I like.
All right.
We're okay with that.
Yeah.
We're on the same page.
Yeah, we are on the same wavelength here. We love the heat and the humidity. I know some folks aren't in the same boat as we are, but I don't control the weather. I just tell you about it. So in terms of what we can expect here, things are going to be pretty much similar to what we saw yesterday. Still looking at near record high temperatures anticipated in the forecast, and we'll see still that moderate to major risk of heat danger expected as well. But right now, let's go ahead and get into what you expect in terms of your traffic flow heading out the door. You can see things are moving well heading on Ocean Drive down to SPID and on Saratoga. All shades of green there, indicating, of course, that traffic flow is moving at a fast and easy pace. Taking a look now on over towards Flower Bluff. We can see on Waldron Road and Flower Bluff Drive, all moving well right now at this hour. Got a little bit of medium speed as you get a little bit closer towards the gate, though, at NES Corpus Christi. So looking at a bit of a tiny bit of a slowdown there as you get closer towards that gate. Other than that, still looking pretty much clear across the majority of our roadways here, including the JFK Causeway going to and from the island. Looking at no traffic hiccups in sight if you're going to be heading in that direction there. But going quickly back towards your forecast, again, we're looking at that extended heat with slightly above average temperatures, still ranging near record highs as well. More details we expect in that full forecast and for your weekend forecast coming up.
Julia, thank you. We're going to check back with you in just a little bit, but first we have some neighborhood news to get to. One man is hospitalized following a shooting outside of the La Palmera Mall. According to CCPD, an argument broke out between two men just before 9 last night. That's when one of the men fired shots at the other. When officers arrived, they located and detained that suspect. Officers also located the victim and provided him with medical aid. He was then sent to a local hospital.
In Aransas Pass, 3 people were arrested following an ongoing investigation into 2 overdose incidents. At least one of those incidents were fatal. Police tell us on Thursday they executed a narcotics search warrant to a home on West McClung Street. 3 individuals were arrested at the scene. They were taken into custody on charges of possession of a controlled substance and other similar charges. The individuals were identified as frequenting the residence. The investigation is still ongoing, and Aransas Pass PD tells us additional arrests and charges could be made.
Well, tax-free weekend kicks off today, and it's a great chance to save some cash before back-to-school shopping, or for back-to-school shopping, rather. All back-to-school items will be tax-free, including school supplies, clothing, shoes, and backpacks priced under $100. Items placed on layaway will also be sales tax-free. Coming up in our 20 minutes of non-stop news, Sunrise Neighborhood News reporter Michaela Chavez has the do's and don'ts for this big shopping weekend. Tax-free weekend ends Sunday at midnight.
While City Council spent Thursday tallying pennies in a budget workshop, a billion-dollar question still looms. What happens next to the Inner Harbor desalination project?
I don't want to move forward on this till we get that answer back.
2 weeks ago, Council hit pause, asking the Texas Water Development Board to weigh in. The question, would canceling the project cost the city over $500 million in potential state funding? But so far, no answers. And some council members say it wouldn't matter anyway.
I don't think I'm going to vote for this project.
Regardless of what the water board says?
Regardless of what the water board says, yeah.
Most people know how I'm going to vote. I'm pretty consistent. Have not been supporting this.
Councilman Gil Hernandez says unless the price drops drastically, he's out too. Instead, he's pushing for smaller projects like wastewater reuse, groundwater, and regional partnerships.
In your national headlines now, President Trump is scheduled to meet with Armenia's prime minister and Azerbaijan's president at the White House today. The two nations have been working towards a peace treaty for years. Trump administration sources tell CBS News the two sides have finally reached an agreement that could be announced at today's meeting. The meeting comes as the U.S. works to strengthen its ties with the two nations, who are energy rich and could offer key transit routes into Ukraine. Now, Vice President J.D. Vance is set to meet with UK Foreign Secretary David Lammy today. The two are expected to discuss a range of issues that affect both the U.S. and the UK, from the economy to foreign policy. President Trump is expected to head to the UK next month for a visit.
Hey there, good morning. Happy Friday. We made it to the last day of our work week with the weekend right around the corner. And with that, things are going to be looking pretty similar to what we experienced so far on the second half of our work week. We're talking about those near record high temperatures, a lot of humidity as well, but a slight maybe return of our rain chances ahead for the early part of next week. I'll get into that in just a few more moments. Right now, taking a look at your conditions heading out the door, getting your morning started. Over in Corpus Christi, waking up to a temperature of 75 degrees, 76 over in Beeville, 82 degrees your temperature over in Port Aransas, 81 in Rockport, 79 degrees in Alice, 76 in Kingsville, and across the coastal bend, looking at fairly light wind speeds coming in, maybe going nearby 10 miles an hour over in Port Aransas, and across the board, looking at pretty decent visibility across most of our neighborhoods. Now, looking at our hour-by-hour forecast, the picture is going to be very similar to what we experienced yesterday, seeing just a few passing clouds during the morning that will completely clear up, eventually allowing for more sunshine as we head towards around midday. Also, by the same time frame, we'll see our temperatures increasing towards those lower 90s, eventually reaching those mid to upper 90s by lunchtime and heading towards 1 o'clock. Our wind speeds will pick up a little bit too, going closer towards around 10 to 15 miles an hour as we head towards the later afternoon hours. But for our forecast high temperature, it's going to be yet another hot one. Still looking at near record high temperatures reaching towards 99 degrees here in Corpus Christi. That old record is at 101 degrees set back in 2023. So again, near record high temperatures anticipated for our forecast today, along with those heat index values, otherwise known as our feel-like temperatures, continue to range into those 100s and approaching those 110s throughout some neighborhoods. Here in Corpus Christi, we're one of those areas going to be seeing 108 for our feel-like temperature around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 109 over in Robstown, 107 for your feel-like temperature over in Kingsville at that time frame. So again, things are going to be feeling pretty oppressive, a little bit uncomfortable over the course of our afternoon, and we'll see our heat risk following suit along with those values of our feel-like temperatures continue to be in that range today. So we'll see anywhere between that moderate to major risk of heat danger, more of that major risk being concentrated for more inland portions of coastal bend. That's kind of extended a little bit ahead for us today compared to yesterday. So a few more neighborhoods going to be in that zone ahead for us this afternoon. Got some improvement on the way though as we look ahead towards your Saturday and your Sunday. A little bit of a gradual decrease of that major risk disappearing from some neighborhoods, and most of us going to be under either that minor to moderate risk for heat danger ahead for us this weekend. Now we'll see our temperatures dial back a little bit ever so slightly too, kind of regulating a little bit closer towards near average, but still going to be hot, reaching towards those mid to upper 90s under mostly sunny skies. And we'll also have a slight return of our rain chances potentially head for us for the early part of next week with a little help of low pressure.
The showdown in Austin over redistricting maps is getting attention from other governors across the country. Coming up on Sunrise Group's News Group's Nathaniel Reed will join us with the very latest. Welcome back, everyone. You are taking in a beautiful shot from our station cam looking at downtown Corpus Christi. 6:12 is your time as we take a look at that view. We're going to be checking in with meteorologist Julia Quady in just a little bit, but first we have some state news to get to. Texas state Democratic lawmakers, I should say, continue to stay away from the Capitol to avoid pushing through that new congressional maps that are drawn in favor to Republicans.
And let me tell you this, other states are taking notice. To talk more about this, we bring in Scripps News Group Nathaniel Reed, who's in Washington. Good morning, Nate. So with Texas in the spotlight, how are other governors responding, and just how widespread could this conversation get?
Yeah, good morning, Hoffmans. Well, this is catching on like wildfire. There are Democratic governors and Republican governors who are launching the possibility of mid-cycle redistricting. And again, this is all stemming from what is happening in Texas. Those Democratic lawmakers staying in Chicago Albany, and Boston, staying away from what's happening in Austin, trying to prevent the state legislature from being able to redistrict favoring Republicans. Now we're learning that the White House is approaching other states, including Indiana, possibly even Florida, Ohio, about the possibility of redistricting favoring Republicans, effectively following that Greg Abbott Texas model. Governor of Indiana, Mike Braun, said this to the Scripps News Group earlier this week.
There's been no commitments made other than I think they're going to come into every state that's got the possibility of that happening. And obviously you can see in Texas how that's eventuated. So it looks like it's not going to be a kind of a calm process, and we'll see what happens.
Call this an arms race, call this a Cold War. Either way, there's the threats of partisan redistricting in the middle of a cycle. Typically, this happens once every 10 years. Now they're looking into it 5 years early in a lot of states, not just red states, but also blue states. The possibility of doing this in California, New York, Colorado, states where Democrats could juice their majority to make up for whatever changes happen in other states. Just earlier this week, in fact, just yesterday, the Speaker of the Florida House of Representatives sending a letter to lawmakers telling them that he wants to look at partisan redistricting for Republicans on the congressional map, so trying to juice the number of seats Republicans have in Florida as well. What Governor Greg Abbott and Democrats have started in Texas appears to be branching out nationwide. Again, Democrats in Texas have maintained that if Greg Abbott backs off of this controversial redistricting plan, that in other states they will, try and, wrap that up as well. So, again, a lot of questions about where things go from here or whether this partisan redistricting is going to take off, much like many governors now have threatened to do.
Well, Nate, thank you so much for the information you gave us today.
Yeah, a lot to get to, sir. Thank you so much for staying on top of that, and we'll talk again very soon.
Hey there, good morning. Happy Friday. Made it to the last day of our work week here with the weekend right around the corner. And for now, those above average and near record high temperatures continue to be the trend here in our forecast for now. But before we go ahead and get into what we can expect today, let's quickly go over what we experienced yesterday. We had a forecast high temperature of 99 degrees clocked in CCIA, again, near record high. So we saw that old record was still maintained, though, at 101 degrees. That was set back in 2009. That was then, of course, also matched back in 2023. But again, we're looking at more of the same ahead for us later on this afternoon, still anticipating temperatures to reach back up towards those upper 90s by this afternoon across most of our neighborhoods. Feel like temperatures also joining nearby those 110s. But right now, waking up, things are going to be at their most bearable here, most comfortable. Things are only going to heat up, of course, as we continue throughout the day. But right now, across most of our neighborhoods, sitting towards those mid to upper 70s across the coastal bend, or maybe areas are along the coast, sitting towards those lower 80s. So things feeling comfortable for now until things really start to heat up as we go and head towards around midday and by this afternoon. Looking at mostly sunny skies, temperatures already getting into those low 90s by 11 o'clock this morning, then approaching those mid to upper 90s around lunchtime. Also get a bit of a break coming in with our wind speeds coming in from the southeast, upwards nearby 15 miles an hour. So hopefully that can offer just a tiny bit of relief in terms of this oppressive heat that we're definitely going to feel as we head towards this afternoon. Speaking of which, what we're going to feel, looking at our feel like temperatures around 2 o'clock this afternoon, all of us across the coastal bend at least feeling like those low triple digits. Other neighborhoods, again, approaching nearby those 110s. So that includes us here in Corpus Christi by 2 o'clock this afternoon, feeling like 108, 109 over in Robstown, 105 in Mathis and in Alice. And over in Kingsville, you guys will be feeling like 107 around that same time frame. So things, again, feeling pretty oppressive. You still want to make sure you're practicing that heat safety to keep yourself safe, drinking plenty of water and staying hydrated, because that heat risk is also going to be looking at the same type of picture we experienced yesterday ahead for us today as well. Anyone going to be under either that moderate to major risk of heat danger in the forecast. But we do have some improvements looking ahead towards tomorrow and for your Sunday. Have a bit of a decrease of that major risk that's going to continue to shrink until it completely fizzles on out. Then most of us by Sunday either under a minor or moderate risk of heat danger in the forecast as we see a little bit more moisture starting to rebound and come back into the coastal bend. Also see our temperatures drop ever so slightly. Still going to be hot though, don't get me wrong, still reaching at least towards those mid to upper 90s ahead for us on your Saturday and your Sunday under mostly sunny skies. And we'll also still see our wind speeds coming in from the southeast nearby 15 miles an hour. Now our rain chances, those are looking to improve potentially ahead for us early next week. Still not looking very promising right now at the moment, but there is a chance we could get some rain action coming back into the forecast early next week.
I'm Stephanie Molina. The city of Robstown is mourning the loss of Lieutenant Albert Stout. I'm hearing from the community about his impact while on the police force.
And coming up on Sunrise, have a look at the cheapest gas prices around the coastal bend. Welcome back, folks. It is Friday. Might be time to fill up that tank for a road trip this weekend, right? But where to get that cheapest gas? Don't worry, folks. I got you covered here in the Coastal Bend and across the country looking at those averages. We'll start off with that, though. So according to Gas Buddy, national average is sitting at $3.15. That's up by 3 cents since Monday, but it brings us back to the level we saw last Friday. As for Lone Star State, we are sitting at $2.72 as the average. No change since Monday, but we can do better here in the Coastal Bend, though, right? Taking a look at Corpus Christi specifically, second and third place are actually tied up at both Sonicos on Old Brownsville Road and SPID, as well as the one just down the street from that on Old Brownsville and Horn Road. First place goes to Valero on Castores. That is $2.76 there. What about our Portland friends? Well, it looks like your cheapest price is $2.77. That's at the Murphy USA, right there next to the Walmart. And if you're out there on the island, it looks like the cheapest place is the Valero on Whitecap, sitting at $2.87. Be careful, though. I know there's two right there in that area. The other one is closer to $3, so watch out. As always, if you can find cheaper prices on gas, definitely stop and fill up while you can.
Alrighty, good morning, and now taking a live look outside of our first Community Bank Skycam atop the USS Lexington, where we can see traffic flow is moving pretty great both on the New and Old Harbor bridges. Of course, if you're heading north or southbound on the New Harbor Bridge, you can see from our Skycam here, you got pretty easy flowing movement, and of course, only one lane open on the Old Harbor Bridge if you're heading on over towards North Beach, heading northbound, of course. So again, looking at easy driving conditions happening on both of our bridges this morning. Taking a look now at other traffic flow maps here to get a better idea what your Friday morning commute could be shaping out to be. There's a little bit of, well, now it's cleared up now. Got easy driving conditions now on all three of our roadways here on Ocean Drive at SPID and on Saratoga. Moving on over towards Flower Bluff, you can see things are moving well on Waldron Road and on Flower Bluff Drive. Just a little bit of a medium speed as per usual as you get a little bit closer towards the gate at NAS Corpus Christi. Then heading on over towards the JFK Causeway, going to and from the island, looking at easy driving conditions there for your morning as well. That's it for Traport. More details on your forecast coming up.
Now, weather on the 6s.
Alrighty, good morning and welcome back. Happy Friday. Taking a live look outside now from our Snoopy's Pier Skycam sponsored by CCAC, where you can see got a mixture, some cloud cover hanging on out there over beyond the horizon, where you can see those small hints of that sunrise beginning over beyond the JFK Causeway, but things are going to continue to clear on out, looking at mostly sunny skies as we head towards the later hours this morning and certainly by the time we reach this afternoon. And we're looking at a bit of a repeat effect in terms of maintaining that trend of near record high temperatures as well as above average temperatures in the forecast today. And we'll still also continue to see our feel like temperatures ranging nearby those 110s throughout some neighborhoods. So that heat's still going to be packing a punch for us in the forecast today. So let's go ahead and get into what else you can expect here at a glance. Like I said, looking at those near record high temperatures anticipated this afternoon, reaching into those upper 90s. Still have that major heat risk, especially for inland neighborhoods. So according with that, we'll see heat index values also reaching nearby 110 degrees throughout some neighborhoods too. But thankfully, we have a bit of a light breeze to help us kind of counteract that oppressive heat that's going to be in the forecast today, hopefully offering us just even the little, most smallest bit of relief with those wind speeds coming in from the southeast upwards nearby 15 miles an hour this afternoon. Look at our planner here. Like I said, couple mixture of some clouds that we saw in our sky cam there that's going to be hanging around throughout the morning, but still looking at mostly sunny conditions and then full-blown sunny skies as we head towards around around midday and by the time we reach this afternoon. Temperatures by that range also approaching and reaching those lower 90s by 11 o'clock, heading towards around the midday. Then beyond lunchtime, see those temperatures increasing towards those mid to upper 90s, eventually reaching that afternoon high temperature of 99 degrees here in Corpus Christi. But again, those are our air temperatures. How it's going to feel to our bodies stepping outdoors by this afternoon is going to be even hotter. All of us reaching at least towards those lower 100s in areas like Beeville and over Refugio. Here in Corpus Christi, over Robstown and Kingsville, will be those neighborhoods approaching nearby those 110s yet again as we head towards this afternoon. So going in accordance with that, we can see our heat risk will be translating towards that. That's why most of our neighborhoods will be under either that moderate to major risk of heat danger in the forecast today. Got some improvement though coming ahead for us on your Saturday and your Sunday, with that decrease, that major risk kind of fizzling out of our map here, and the majority of us going to be under that minor to moderate risk ahead for us by the time we reach your Sunday. So it's still going to be hot, but just not quite as dangerously so as we experienced today and the day before. So looking at your weekend forecast here, still looking at mostly sunny skies anticipated for your Saturday and your Sunday. Still going to be hot though, even though we got a little bit improvement on the way with moisture that's expected to start to build a little bit more ahead for us on Sunday. Temperatures still reaching toward those mid to upper 90s. But again, rain chances could be somewhat coming back to the picture ahead for us on your Sunday and maybe to the early part of next week. This is all related towards a trough, so an area of low pressure that could be reaching its way here in the coastal bend early next week could be driving our rain chances to increase a little bit towards that stray, maybe a little bit towards that isolated range ahead for us next week. But right now it's not looking super promising, so I'm holding out on putting those rain clouds on my 7-day at the moment. But you got the text there just to let you know that those rain chances are slightly returning and could be hopefully coming to the forecast beginning next week. But for now, today and heading towards your weekend, just got that heat still packing a punch in those upper 90s under mostly sunny skies.
And just a reminder, folks, tax-free weekend is starting up, but if you want to avoid shopping, you're in luck because there's plenty to do around town. Coming up on Sunrise, we have a look at what events are going on in this week's Coastal Bend weekend.
Now, say hello to your neighbors. This is your Chris 6 News Sunrise Shoutouts.
Melissa Hernandez at the Antonio E. Garcia Arts and Education Center, wishing you guys a good morning. Shout out to KRIS.
Oh, Melissa, we appreciate you, and we also want to say good morning to you and all of our neighbors at the Antonio E. Garcia Arts and Education Center. We hope you have a great Friday and a fabulous weekend. And of course, folks, if you want to send us your own shout-out video, all you have to do is scan the QR code right there on your screen or go to our website, christv.com.
Now, the local events and fun things to do. It's Coastal Bend Weekend with the Hoffmans.
Oh, I don't know about you, but that song just really gets me in the mood for the weekend. So this is the final Coastal Bend weekend for many students before they actually head back to the books. So if you want to close out the summer with a splash, a strike, or even a roar, well, we've got you covered.
First up, let's wave or even wave goodbye to summer and see you at the seawall. It's part of Parks and Recreation and Visit Corpus Christi Summer Series 2025, and it's sure to be a good time.
Expect live performances, games, and plenty of food trucks to tide you over Water's Edge Park. See You at the Seawall is this Saturday from 5 to 10 p.m.
Start your engines because the South Texas Race Ranch is hosting a back-to-school bash this Saturday.
Gear up for a night of dirt track racing, plus a school supply giveaway to help students start the year in the fast lane.
Just head to 7601 Old Brownsville Road from 7 to 10 p.m. Tickets are $20, and children 12 and under speed in for free.
And if you're looking for something a little more wild, slither on over to the Richard Borchard Regional Fairgrounds for the Herps Exotic Reptile and Pet Show.
It's crawling with over 100 tables featuring reptiles, amphibians, insects, small mammals, and all the supplies you need to take one home.
The show runs Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sunday until 4 p.m. Tickets are available at the door, and kids under 4 sneak on in for free.
In Aransas Pass, you can strike up some fun for a great cause. The 3rd Coast Squadron of the Commemorative Air Force Museum is hosting a bowling tournament fundraiser this Sunday from 2 to 4 p.m.
Roll on over to CM Lanes at 2285 West Wheeler Avenue. That's in Aransas Pass, and keep history rolling.
The museum works tirelessly to preserve the stories of heroes from the Coastal Bend, and it operates entirely on donations.
This fundraiser will help keep their mission soaring. You can call up 903-640-3357 for more info.
Oh, and that is just a taste, folks. We got so much more going on this weekend. For a full list of events happening near you, you can always visit our website.
And of course, if you want to see your event featured on a future Coastal Bend Weekend segment, send us a message.
Hey there, good morning, happy Friday. So here's what you can expect in your forecast today. At a glance here, still looking at that trend of near record and above average temperatures expected. So that means we're still going to be hanging out in those upper 90s for our forecast high temperatures today across the coastal bend. Also, we'll see a continuation of those heat index values reaching nearby those 110s yet again. So we'll still be looking at that major heat risk really being a factor in our forecast today, particularly for inland neighborhoods. But thankfully, we have a bit of a light breeze. It's going to kind of counteract some of that oppressive heat that we have in store today. Hopefully giving a little bit of relief with those wind speeds clocking nearby 15 miles an hour. But remember, things are going to be feeling really oppressive for us here in the coastal bend, so please make sure to practice that heat safety to keep yourself safe. Now, we do have a couple small changes that could be in store for us later on in the forecast. Looking ahead towards early next week, we have a little bit of a slight increase in our rain chances coming in beginning late on our Saturday, continuing into your Sunday and to the early part of next week on your Tuesday. Maybe a chance of some rainfall coming in with the help of low pressure coming on nearby. It's still looking super promising, but there's still a chance. We just got to maybe cross our fingers till we see this pan out for us. But for now, approaching that weekend, still got those near record high temperatures with plentiful sunshine.
From Chris 6, this is 20 minutes of non-stop news.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you so much for joining us for our 20 minutes of non-stop news with the Hoffmans. I'm Brian Hoffman.
And I'm Michelle Hoffman. We'll check in with meteorologist Julia Quady in just a bit. But first, tax-free weekend kicks off today.
That's right. It's a big one. Sunrise Neighborhood News reporter Michaela Chavez has a look at the do's and, of course, the don'ts when it comes to this weekend.
If there's two things I love, it's shopping and a good bargain. So I had to look into tax-free weekend, what qualifies, and if it's really worth it. First, sales tax in Corpus Christi is 8.25%. This weekend, you won't pay that extra percent on clothing, school supplies, footwear, diapers, and cloth face masks. There's also a few things that might not be worth a second glance if you're looking for the sales tax exemption. Items like jewelry and bags, computers, and textbooks. Every individual item you buy has to cost less than $100. You can spend more overall, but not on a single thing. If you want to avoid the crowds, you can also shop online, as long as you buy before midnight on August 10th. If you do go that route, delivery, shipping, and handling fees will count towards that $100 price limit I mentioned earlier. Most stores will automatically apply the discount when you check out. Maybe you're trying to save on back to school or knocking out the smaller stuff now to save for bigger purchases later. Depending on what you need, saving $10 might not be worth the long lines and traffic. And don't overspend. Grabbing extra items just because it's cheaper can cancel out what you would have saved in the first place. So before you check out, check first. Make sure your items count because it could save you time and money. With your neighborhood news in Portland, I'm your Sunrise reporter, Michaela Chavez, Chris 6 Sunrise.
Good stuff, Michaela. Thank you so much. So some great news for CCISD students. They'll continue to get free breakfast and lunch for the new school year. It's thanks to the school district's free meals program funded through the Texas Department of Agriculture. CCISD has been offering free breakfast and lunch since 2018, and last school year they served more than 6.2 million meals to students. To learn more about the free meals program, look for the story on our website, christv.com.
And some students may be excited to head back to school, but others may feel a little bit anxious, right? It's normal, folks. While having some nerves is completely normal, there are some things parents can do to help. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has 3 ways to ease back to school anxiety.
It's a new year with new classes and teachers, and for some students, it can all feel a little overwhelming.
Having a certain amount of nerves, you'll see with almost every kid, even the kids that are excited about going back to school.
Child adolescent psychiatrist Dr. Bahar Hashimi with El Camino Health says sometimes it's more than just nerves. Some children struggle with anxiety, and she says the first way to help with the transition back to school is to talk with them and be an active listener while validating whatever it is that they're feeling.
oftentimes parents want to jump in and make it better. But first and foremost, just being that active listener and really helping to understand what your child is feeling.
Next, Hashemi says to establish routines, create a regular sleep schedule, mealtime, and homework time. She says consistency can help ease the anxiety of something new. And finally, spot the signs of more significant anxiety or depression, which can include sleep changes, excessive self-doubt, lack of interest in things they used to enjoy, being more withdrawn, or struggles with connecting to others.
It really leaning into that intuition that you have about your child and knowing when it's time to seek help from a medical professional is important.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
While City Council spent Thursday tallying pennies in a budget workshop, a billion-dollar question still looms. What happens next to the Inner Harbor desalination project?
I don't want to move forward on this till we get that answer back.
2 weeks ago, Council hit pause, asking the Texas Water Development Board to weigh in. The question, would canceling the project cost the city over $500 million in potential state funding? But so far, no answers. And some council members say it wouldn't matter anyway.
I don't think I'm going to vote for this project.
Regardless of what the water board says?
Regardless of what the water board says, yeah.
Most people know how I'm going to vote. I'm pretty consistent. I have not been supporting this.
Councilman Gil Hernandez says unless the price drops drastically, he's out too. Instead, he's pushing for smaller projects like wastewater reuse, groundwater, and regional partnerships.
Small town of Ben Bolt has had folks dealing with a pretty basic problem for decades. They don't have a proper sewer system. About 700 residents have been making do with septic tanks or honestly just running pipes straight into their yard. The good news, the Jim Wells County Fresh Water District is working on getting a massive $65 million grant from the USDA to finally bring modern sewage infrastructure to the community. Octavio Flores, who manages the district and lives there himself, says the community is about 50 years behind when it comes to this kind of infrastructure. The Jim Wells County Fresh Water District tells me they'll learn how much they'll receive from the USDA for this grant in September. We'll be sure to keep you updated. In Ben Bolt, I'm Melissa Trevino, your neighborhood news reporter, Chris 6 News.
In Robstown, the community is mourning and remembering Lieutenant Albert Stout. Wednesday night, a procession was held in his honor. The 31-year veteran died Wednesday after battling typhus. He had been hospitalized since February. Stout worked in the Robstown Police Department's Special Services Division and had contracted the disease on duty. Chief Tamez says this is the department's first line of duty death. Lieutenant Stout's daughter, Alyssa, sent us a statement that said, "My dad, Lieutenant Stout, was the greatest role model we could have ever asked for. He lived his life with strength, unwavering kindness, and a heart that always put others first. The community he protected honored him for that." The police encouraged the community to leave cards and flowers here to honor Lieutenant Stout. It will be shared with his family. In Robstown, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Stephanie Molina, Chris 6 News.
Hey there, good morning, happy Friday. So that typical summertime heat here in the Coastal Bend continues, but still ranging slightly above normal. We're still going to see those near record high temperatures expected later on this afternoon here throughout most of our neighborhoods here in the Coastal Bend. And we'll still see that major heat risk tied towards our feel like temperatures still ranging nearby those 110s. So let's go ahead and get into what else you can expect your forecast today here at a glance. Of course, along with all that heat, of course, you can expect some mostly sunny skies throughout the day too. Now, thankfully, we do have a light breeze coming in with all that heat coming into the area, so a little bit of relief, just a tiny bit maybe, with those winds coming from the southeast upwards nearby 15 miles an hour as we head towards the afternoon. Looking at our hourly planner here, we'll see that we'll kind of start the morning in the similar fashion that we saw yesterday. A couple passing clouds that will eventually clear out, leading towards more sunny conditions over the course of the afternoon. Also by that same time frame, 2 o'clock, we'll see more sunshine and warmer temperatures reaching back up into those mid to upper 90s. Wind speeds will also pick up and reaching nearby 16 miles an hour as we approach the the early evening around 6 o'clock, but anywhere between that 2 and 4 o'clock hours, we'll see our afternoon high temperature being reached at 99 degrees here in Corpus Christi. So again, things feeling very oppressive for us later on this afternoon. Taking a look at our feel like temperatures as we head towards around 2 and 3 o'clock this afternoon, all of us in the coastal bend at least reaching and feeling like those lower 100s, and other areas maybe approaching those 110s, like here in Corpus Christi, 107, 108 over in Robstown, 107 as well over in Kingsville later on this afternoon. So you still want to make sure you're practicing that heat safety, because whether we have heat alerts or not, which we probably won't, because we still need to see those feel like temperatures at least reach 110 degrees or more and maintain that for 2 hours or more. And I don't think that's going to happen for us today. But whether that happens or not, that heat is still dangerous to your body. So you still want to make sure you're practicing those heat safety tips. Heat risk is going to begin to improve as we look ahead towards tomorrow on your Saturday, and then continuing ahead on your Sunday. You'll see that major risk, that red color, continue to disappear more and more from our map, indicating that things will still be hot, but just not quite as dangerously so as we expect them to be today. But either way, we're still looking at our extended forecast here, reaching into those above average conditions, and temperatures will be extending at least for the next 6 to 10 days here in South Texas. So we can expect things to just continue to be on the hotter side here forecast wise beyond this upcoming weekend, even looking ahead toward the early part of next week. Now we could see a little bit of changes coming in next week by way of maybe some rain showers coming back into the forecast beginning on Sunday, maybe continuing into your Tuesday. Again, this is a slight chance. It's not looking very promising right now at the moment, but we could see that change potentially as we head toward this upcoming weekend.
Now, 6 things to know before you go.
Well, today marks the 2-year anniversary of the deadly wildfires on the Hawaiian island of Maui. The fires killed 102 people and caused $6 billion in damage. The town of Lahaina was left devastated. There have been numerous investigations into the disaster, too. One federal report released last year stated that the Lahaina fire was caused by broken power lines. Firefighters extinguished the fire that morning, but it later reignited by several winds from Hurricane Dora. Last month, Governor Josh Green signed a bill approving a $4 billion settlement for claims related to the fires.
President Trump is scheduled to meet with Armenia's prime minister and Azerbaijan's president at the White House today. The two nations have been working towards a peace treaty for years. Trump administration sources tell CBS News the two sides have finally reached an agreement that could be announced at today's meeting. The meeting comes as the U.S. works to strengthen its ties with the two nations, who are energy rich and could offer key transition routes into Ukraine.
And back here at home, one man is hospitalized following a shooting outside of La Palmera Mall. According to CCPD, an argument broke out between two men just before 9 last night. That's when one of the men fired shots at the other. When officers arrived, they located and detained the suspect. Officers also located the victim and provided him with medical aid. He was then sent to a local hospital.
The city of Alice is still under Stage 3 water restrictions, but has lifted its no watering portion of its drought contingency plan. Watering landscaped areas is now allowed at any time, as long as it's from a handheld hose, bucket, watering can of 5 gallons or less, or a drip irrigation system. Restrictions are still in place for hose and sprinklers or automatic irrigation systems.
City of Corpus Christi will be hosting their Litter Critter Free event cleanup this weekend. It'll take place tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. over at the Bristol King Pavilion parking lot. Items that are accepted are brush, bulky items, household trash, tires, and metal items. Items that are not accepted are household hazardous waste and concrete. Commercial hauling is not allowed. For more information, visit cctexas.com.
Whataburger is marking its 75th anniversary today with a special deal for customers. In honor of National Whataburger Day, customers can buy a classic #1 Whataburger for just 75 cents. The offer will be available from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. local time for rewards members through the company's app or website. Customers are limited to 1 discounted burger per rewards account, with customizations available for an additional charge.
All right, now taking it outside, looking at our view from our Skycam over top SPID, you can see those roadways are pretty clear for us on this Friday morning. A little bit more busy from the past hour or so, but still looking to be pretty clear. Maybe a lot of folks having the day off, perhaps getting their weekend started already on this Friday morning. But either way, you can see that traffic flow, if you had to be out on those roadways, are looking to be pretty good right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of our maps here to see what you can expect on other roadways throughout the area. Heading on Ocean Drive, you can see things are moving pretty well with those shades of green also being indicated with pretty good movement happening on Saratoga as well. Moving on over to Flower Bluff, a little bit of a slightly different story here. There's a little bit of a mixture of medium and slow speed that you're going to see in one direction on Waldron Road. Pretty clear for the most part on Flower Bluff Drive, just one small area where there's a bit of median speed. And then as you start to approach and leave the gate at NAS Corpus Christi, you can see a bit of a median speed happening there as well. So maybe just a tiny bit of congestion throughout that area at the moment. Then heading on over towards the JFK Causeway, going to and from the island, also looking at pretty easy driving conditions to get you started on this Friday morning. That's it for your traffic report. With details from forecast coming up.
In honor of Purple Heart Day, which was yesterday, a ceremony will take place tomorrow to honor Purple Heart recipients. It will start at 10 a.m. at the Corpus Christi Museum of Science and History. You can stop by and honor and remember those who were wounded or killed in combat. The Corpus Christi Museum of History is located at 1900 North Chaparral Street.
Well, Chris 6 News has teamed up with the Gulf Coast Humane Society for the Clear the Shelter initiative. All week this week, we have featured some of the pets that you can bring home today. So today, we're going to introduce you to Laura. Hey, Laura is a 6-year-old Staffordshire Terrier mix. She is a super sweet girl. Just look at that face, too. She just loves that attention. She loves making new friends, too. And, of course, her treats are her weakness. You and me both, Laura. Now, she has been at the Humane Society for over a year, folks, so we really need to find her a forever home. And guess what? Her adoption fee is waived. Go meet Laura today at the Gulf Coast Humane Society. That's located at 3118 Cavness Parkway.
All right, here's a look at what's trending now. Stargazers, sky gazers, get your binoculars ready. Starting tonight, you'll be able to catch a glimpse of the August full moon or the sturgeon moon. It will be at its fullest around 2:55 a.m. Central on Saturday and will appear to be full for a few days. It's called the sturgeon moon because it marks the time of year when sturgeon fish are most readily caught. Indigenous tribes living primarily in Canada refer to the lunar as the flying up moon, denoting the time of year when young birds are learning to fly. Those living in the northern Great Plains call it the Black Cherries moon to mark when cherries are in season. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it was gorgeous this morning, or last night too. Yeah, it was really, really pretty. Well, hey, what would you name that moon, right? That was a sturgeon moon, stargazer moon. You had tons of different names for it, cherry moon. What would you name it?
You're really putting me on the spot. The cherry one, I love cherries, so I'm kind of drawn to that one, the Black Cherry Moon. Yeah.
Maybe because August is a really hot time of month. Maybe, I don't know. Something.
Yeah. Sunshine
the ball
moon.
of fire. I'm just kidding. That's the sun.
Whoa.
It almost looked like it this morning
like
on the.
Sure. It did. Yes. Yeah, noticed that for sure. Especially when it was like glistening onto the bay. When we saw the view from our Snoopy Sphere Sky Cam, it was really pretty and picturesque.
But we do know the sun's going to be out for sure all throughout the weekend, right?
That will be blazing for us as we head toward this afternoon for sure. Right now, taking a look at our Snoopy Sphere Sky Cam sponsored by CCAC. We can make out some small hints of that sunrise right now happening for us outside with a mixture of some cloud cover too. Some mostly sunny conditions that we're expecting during the morning hours that will clear on out with that very limited cloud cover that we have in the forecast today. Eventually looking at full-blown sunny conditions later on by this afternoon. Right now, waking up, heading out the door, things are going to be at their probably most comfortable this morning before things start to feel pretty sizzling and oppressive as we head towards the afternoon. But right now, things are mostly sitting towards those upper 70s, maybe low 80s for areas that are along the coast. But again, this is the most comfortable point of the day probably that we're going to see before we start to see those temperatures really start to ramp up as we head towards this afternoon. Taking a look at our dog walking forecast, let's go ahead and see what that's going to mean for us here. First, introducing our star, though, we got Buddy, and Buddy can anticipate that he'll probably want to take his dog walk either early in the morning or late in the evening, because during those afternoon hours it's just going to be very uncomfortable, especially for their little paws walking on that hot pavement. So we'll see again mostly sunny skies over the course of our morning, temperatures increasing towards those lower 80s by 9 o'clock, upper 80s by 10, and even as we head towards midday, already having those air temperatures reaching in those low 90s, so you can feel like temperatures already approaching those upper 90s. So even by midday, things are going to be feeling pretty uncomfortable for most, and overall it's just going to get even more uncomfortable comfortable heading towards later on this afternoon, where we will have our forecast high temperature of 99 degrees here in Corpus Christi. So 3 key words here. It's just still going to be sunny, hot, and humid for us here in the coastal bend. And that humidity is going to really tie towards our feel-like temperatures continue to range into those lower 100s or even approaching nearby 110 degrees later on in the afternoon. So we can see that's going to correlate with our heat risk still maintained to be in that moderate to major risk here in the coastal bend, especially for inland neighborhoods. Got a little bit more of an expansion of that major risk extending to more neighborhoods ahead for us today compared to yesterday. But we got a little bit of improvement on the way ahead for us on our Saturday and our Sunday. Got a decrease of that major risk as well as that moderate risk, as most of us by your Sunday will be under that minor risk of heat danger. So things will start to get a little bit better, maybe feel a bit better in terms of that moisture and humidity component by this weekend. Now, along with that moisture increase, though, expected for us later on this weekend into the early part of next week, we have a slight increase in our rain chances, potentially coming on in with the help of low pressure if a trough can kind of skirt its way on by here in the coastal bend. Now, right now, it's not looking super promising, so I don't feel comfortable putting any rain clouds in the 7-day forecast just quite yet, but we do some rain dances, cross our fingers, maybe we can get some more rain in the forecast early next week, but for now, it's just hot, hot, hot.
All right, Brian, do your rain dance. Okay. Show us what you do. That looks like your Friday dance and like your daily dance.
Yeah, that's a little bit combo, right?
Maybe, yeah, that's what I want to do, like a waterfall
Let's all do the rain dance, everyone. We got this. You at home, join us in, right? Rain dance. Of course, they stop.
Have a
We
good
will
weekend.
see you all Monday.
Bye.
Have a good weekend.